Substance abuse and mental illness can affect every aspect of our lives. Most of us have known somebody who has struggled with these issues. The causes are myriad and not fully understood, and many challenges remain in solving and coping with these problems day by day. They pervade our society, from the general populace to those who protect and ensure the freedoms we enjoy.
In many ways, practicing law is a solitary work.
A lawyer has many, many different people making demands, clients, other people in the office.
You're meeting with people, you're reviewing documents, you're listening to problems that people bring, whether you're in the public sector or the private sector.
Lawyers are frequently dealing with events that are beyond their control and with very difficult issues.
The stress that we face, the difficult situations that we deal with isn't going to change.
It brings with it pressures that are based primarily on the expectancy of people, that things will turn out all right.
You're dealing with long dockets, you're dealing with emotional clients. Many times we have pro se litigants. We're dealing with emergency cases. And so the stresses that I have are some of the same stresses though that the attorneys have who are appearing before me. They're dealing with the same long days, the same clients. I have certain duties as a judge that they don't have, but then they have duties that I don't have because I'm not trying to run a private law practice.
The whole lifestyle of having to deal with difficult, complicated issues that aren't easily answerable, and then stand up and be responsible for the results. It's not easy.
High stress, long hours, exhausting mental challenges. A career in the legal profession is often rewarding, but it's not necessarily an easy road to travel. The levels of constant anxiety can lead some down darker paths, and although they might not know it, they are never very far from hope.
We understand that our profession, the legal profession, has a higher incidence of alcohol and drug abuse than the general population. And in recognizing that, we have to accept the fact that we're going to have to deal with our share of the problem from time to time. An impaired lawyer presents a significant business management risk to our law firm.
There are approximately 36,000 lawyers in the Commonwealth of Virginia. The estimate is that the general population has about 10% suffering from alcohol, and in Virginia, a recent survey that we conducted shows that the number is in excess of that 10%, probably more like 13%.
Many law students and lawyers succumb to the pressures by turning to substance abuse, by becoming depressed or suffering other kinds of mental health problems.
It's extraordinary how many cases that we see in the criminal context involve drugs. People who are addicts, and they steal, they attack people, they rob, they embezzle, because they're doing this to get money to feed their addictions.
It's hard for people to understand and appreciate that a person that is suffering from alcoholism or drug addiction does not know how to stop, because they've tried.
The lawyer assistance programs in Virginia and nationwide are crucial, and increasingly so, because there are, in some states, there's quite a high rate of lawyer suicide. There is a serious problem with lawyers who succumb to the pressures of the work and develop mental health impairments or substance abuse.
It's a serious problem that is not going to stop. It is probably going to continue to increase as the numbers of lawyers tend to increase.
Well, these problems are especially difficult for us to deal with. For starters, we're dealing with professionals who have obligations to their clients. They represent a risk management problem. Secondly, these are our friends. These are people we've grown up with, we've worked with. The situations are often messy and awkward to deal with, and we find that we just do not have the staff or the expertise to deal with them as effectively as we would like.
Virginia's Lawyers Helping Lawyers program has grown from the germ of an idea in 1985 to a statewide organization today, empowered to find help for those legal professionals suffering from mental illness or substance abuse.
Lawyers Helping Lawyers in Virginia has volunteers spread across the state.
Well, I'm Harry L. Carrico, and I'm a senior justice of the Supreme Court of Virginia. I wrote this on July 7th, 1989. It is styled A Letter to the Bar about lawyers helping lawyers. I'm pleased to commend to the legal profession in Virginia a program that can be of crucial importance in the lives of some of its members. I endorse this program not only because it offers help where help is needed, but also because it lets the public know of one more way in which the legal profession is trying to improve the quality of justice in Virginia.
In the last decade, the bar has realized that discipline by itself is not enough and has tried to partner with Lawyers Helping Lawyers to protect the public, not only by imposing the discipline, but by giving the lawyer a path to seek help, to secure treatment, and hopefully surmount the problems they're facing.
Lawyers are professionals, and we're supposed to serve the public. And we can't do that if we're impaired. So when Lawyers Helping Lawyers is successful in restoring a suffering member of the bar, no greater achievement can be had, and I don't think in any aspect of the profession.
We've been dealing with Lawyers Helping Lawyers for probably 15 years now. We have had to refer a number of cases to them. Generally, these cases involve alcohol abuse, although a few have involved other substance abuse or mental health problems.
It has grown from an organization focused solely on substance abuse to an organization that wants to reach out to people with any kind of mental health impairment.
And so having a group that you can go to who has the expertise to know where to start in addressing a problem is really invaluable.
For more than 25 years, Lawyers Helping Lawyers has developed a vast network of resources and relationships to help serve Virginia's legal community.
Lawyers Helping Lawyers helps not only lawyers. It would better be titled Lawyers Helping Lawyers, Lawyers Helping Law Students, Lawyers Helping Judges.
I think that's the greatest gift that the program does, is that it's there, it's available, it's, there's a website, there's, all different things that people can reach out to. And as long as the name is out there and the availability is known to lay people as in the offices as well as the lawyers themselves.
It's extraordinary. Pick up the phone, I've got a problem, and this is what it is. And then it's basically trying to keep up with the phone calls that are coming to you, because the people in this organization are really committed. They really care about what they're doing. They bring a degree of commitment to these efforts that I have not seen in any other organization.
There's a great sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing you have done something good for somebody who couldn't do it for themselves.
The members of this committee are the most dedicated people that you'll ever find.
It's important for anyone who's attempting to get help to recognize that Lawyers Helping Lawyers is there to help them and not to discipline them.
By calling upon Lawyers Helping Lawyers, lawyers can avoid bar discipline, avoid disbarment proceedings, and so on. So, in fact, we can save firms a great deal of money if they turn to us rather than allowing their lawyers to sink to the level where they're going to be subject to discipline.
If you call about a peer within the law firm, or you call about your boss, if you're a legal secretary, or you're a paralegal, or you're an associate, and your boss is evidencing these signs that there's something wrong, you need to know that the call to us is confidential, that your job is not at risk.
It is critically important that there not only be confidentiality, but that they believe that there will be confidentiality. We find that the confidential monitoring gives us the foundation to offer a support program to our partners to allow them to change their behaviors in a more positive way and hopefully re-enter the practice in a way that is good for our clients and good for the firm.
People are not going to come to us for help if they think that word's going to hit the street that they have sought help. So we have an absolute vow of confidentiality, and we recognize that as the most important thing about the work we do.
In helping one person, we've actually helped an entire village, as they say.
There are thousands and thousands of people beyond the individual lawyers who have been directly aided by this program. Families have been preserved, careers have been enhanced, citizens have had substantially improved quality of legal work.
The idea that there is already something in place that people can at least make that phone call, and if Lawyers Helping Lawyers themselves can't help, they know where to direct the phone call so that they can get the right help.
And I think it's going through a very significant revival period right now, and it will survive, and it will continue, I think, as long as there's human beings who suffer from substance abuse.
Most lawyers support Lawyers Helping Lawyers in terms of the concept, but I think that giving financial support to the organization is going to be something new.
If we did not have a program like Lawyers Helping Lawyers, we would have to figure out some way to deal with it ourselves, and no matter how large you are, we really don't have the staff or the expertise to deal with it as effectively as an outside organization can with all the experience that Lawyers Helping Lawyers have.
If Lawyers Helping Lawyers did not exist, you'd have more lawyers again practicing with an impairment. You'd have more bar complaints, more disciplinary action.
We now have something that works, and we continue to improve it, continue to recruit volunteers, and hopefully we can let people know that there is a better way. And if they'll listen to programs like this, Lawyers Helping Lawyers works, and it'll change your life.